Hey guys, welcome back, and it's AJK here again, and today we are actually going to be looking at some new content about Star Wars Battlefront 2 in the City of Feed. And we're also going to be looking at some nice little Easter eggs which I have found during watching some of the gameplay which is related to the Clone Wars, and some extra things you might not know. So let's go ahead and start talking about the updates for Star Wars Battlefront 2, or the releases of information. For a start, Phase 1 and Phase 2 clone armor will be map only choices. That is meaning different sets of clone armors between the Phase 1 and Phase 2 will be on certain maps. For example, or maybe we can get Kashyyyk having Phase 2 armor, but as planets as Kanemo, which will be seen to have Phase 1 armor getting used. There is rumoured to be droidekas to be included in Star Wars Battlefront 2, but developers are not going to confirm it just yet. And there's more confirmed of the ATT tank has a special ability that the secondary weapons can go on the low shutdown, and the main cannon can actually be used as a super powered shot, overpowering shot, which is going to be amazing. And finally, for anyone who is a big fan of the Star Wars campaign, there is a possible rumour that we have a chance to board ships. This information was taken from Star Wars HQ. Thank you guys very much for letting me use this. Probably not. But there's rumour that we can actually go on board a rebel ship and attack it, from taking a starfighter, landing onto a rebel ship, and just smashing the hell out of them. But that's all we have for that. If you want more about this kind of stuff, please link it below, and if you want to know anything about Star Wars vehicles or that, please link it below. Now on to some Easter eggs and things you may did not know, but we're going to get through the Easter eggs that I have noticed throughout the game play. So guys, I took the liberty of actually looking at the Star Wars Locations book, one of the official books made by Lucasfilm, to actually see how big the City of Feed actually is and how detailed it is compared to the game. And I would say it is very impressive because it is very, very similar. There's not any much difference to it at all. Maybe a couple of buildings less and that's it, but obviously for design. But it looks exactly the same, which I'm pretty impressed with DICE and EA actually figuring this out. Now, if you guys have been watching the gameplay very carefully and just watching and enjoying it, if you look at the officer class for the clones, despite you don't get good look at the guy's face, did you notice the face is actually the same as Jango Fett's face? So that's kind of confirmed. A nice little touch they have brought in. I thought they were just going to cover with some human face and that was it. But it is very realistic to the Jango Fett face. And talking about clones, did you know they actually got D. Bradley Baker to voice the clones, which I thought was amazing. And if you don't know who he is, he voiced the clones through the entire Star Wars Clone Wars TV series. And as we're on that as well, Matthew Wood is actually the guy who voiced the Battle Unit droids, the B-1 Battle Unit droids, in the game. And finally, one of my favourite ones, maybe you guys didn't notice, but during the gameplay, Maul actually speaks. As he never spoke through the movie, he does actually speak through the game. So, they actually got Sam Witwer to do it, and I thought that was just amazing because he voiced Maul for Star Wars The Clone Wars and for Star Wars Rebels, which brought a pretty good touch of feeling of the character. Now, back to the clone officers. Did you notice the clone officer is actually holding a DL-15 blaster rifle. That is the same kind of pistols which is used by our favourite clone commander, Commander Rex. And they also have a Blug blaster, and that is a blaster used by Harris and Dura. Our first look at actual some Star Wars Rebels information on the subject. Now back to the droids. As we know, both the clones and the droids have an entrance during the gameplay. But did you notice during the clone entrance, underneath the big arch, the civilians actually run away? There's a bunch of civilians run away from the battle while things are going on. But some people have realized that's Commander Rex who is speaking through the clone side. But on the CIS's side, we have a T-Series tactical droid actually telling the droid forces what to do. If you don't know what they are also from the Clone Wars. They are just your randomized commanders, very stubborn and very uptight and just arsey. But that's pretty cool, they actually took some detail from the Clone Wars into this game. Now here's a little fact before I finish it off. Did you notice the C-9979 landing craft, all those massive brown things, can actually hold up to 144 AAT tanks? Quite a lot of tanks for a battle. That's for one. And it can actually hold just 11 MTT transport units, which is quite a lot for an invasion force, especially for a big fight. But thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully that you learned something from this video, and I did some as well when I did this as well. Please like, subscribe and share this video. If you want any more information, or do you want a factory or Star Wars explained on vehicles, city, feed, or just something like that, please leave a comment below. Thank you guys, this is AJK, and may the Force be with you, always.
We're coming up on the Star Destroyer, but we need to clear that escort. Let's give him everything we got.
Your next assignments, they are unusual.